Hey, hey, what's up, people? The hell's going on today? Steech, we're here. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to have a little fun. We're just going to do a little live stream. What the hell? Nothing else going on today? Really? Not really? No? Hey, we'll do something here. Who knows? We'll make LTG Twitter pated because I went live and I didn't tell him I was. He'll get all angry. He'll get all upset. Stop, kitty, said the kitty. Here we go. Let's do this and boom. There we go. All righty. So, everybody watching the big news today? Big news. Joe Biden pulled out of the race. Hello, multi-gunman. And no, I'm not banned, and no, you're not banned. And there's neither one of us are banned today, so there you go. Nothing. Ha! But yeah, big news. Joe Biden pulled out of the race today. No longer running. Well, more or less forced out of the race because, donors said they weren't going to give no more money because he sucks. And let me see. A whole bunch of congressmen and senators were coming out against him. The media even turned against him. That's funny. But, Democrats are saving democracy by ignoring democracy. Yeah. Hey, I've got a full endorsement as the next president. So that would be number 14. That would be number 14 for me to vote for me. Yes. We're up to 14 folks. I can win. And, yeah. Hello, Cinnabon.
Biden was a hero today. Now just like JFK, he is asked not what he can do for his country, not what his country can do for him. The Republic is saved. Now Kamala Harris will be president.
Kamala, the Ugandan giant.
Cackling Kamala.
What up, 47 New York Town? What up, LDG? Yeah, well, we'll have plenty of jokes galore with Kamala.
No, yeah, it's a complete joke.
And Obama didn't even endorse her.
Oh, I know, I heard that.
Tim's Landscaping's in the chat. And
he'd
Bird.
be stupid to endorse her.
Yep. Still going to come down to they got to have their convention, and who knows? Maybe Big Mike might get the votes.
Well, I just want to see if they're going to have an open convention because they're the ones that constantly talk about threats to democracy when essentially they already had their primary and they picked Biden. So,
yeah, I've been reminding a few of them of that fact on Facebook and X that for all their screaming and hollering that they have to save democracy, they just certainly didn't do a democracy move today.
Nope. But I guess we'll see. I'm actually I'm really curious on whether or not the media is going to get behind Kamala and start editing out gaffes and everything just to try to make her look better than she actually is.
Oh, I'm sure they will because I think the whole play now is try to ignore her record, try to ignore everything she's done in the past, and use the race card.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's going to be an interesting couple of months, so that's for sure.
It's all going to come down to Joe's line. If you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't black.
Oh, man, that's true.
And if you don't vote for Kamala, you're a racist. Because there's nothing else. Even though a few people on X, I've thrown up that little debate from years ago between Kamala and Tulsi when Tulsi crushed her.
Mm-hmm.
No, 47. No, not a furry in every pot. No.
So if Kamala does take the nomination, who do you think she'll pick as a VP nomination?
See, I have no clue who. The only thing I can think of is maybe Booty's Edge.
Oh, booty. Yeah, okay. I was like, whoop.
Booty,
Yeah.
booty jet or whatever. Booty
Oh,
break, you know.
there's a winning ticket right there.
Because then they've got two protected classes. They have a minority and they have a gay man.
Oh, can you imagine that?
It'd basically be an all-female ticket.
Oh,
I was
that's. I
debating
mean,
whether or not I wanted to even go live, but I said, I can't miss this one. How's the McNuggets doing?
they're doing good. I got them their first bird bath today. They're having fun with that. So, yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention to the news today. I had to get told by somebody else that everything went down because I was too busy just watching Z Nation.
I was just watching random shit on YouTube, and then I started seeing a bunch of the lives and videos starting to drop a couple hours ago about it. So I've been watching that.
Uh-oh. Multi Gunman is reporting I heard that Kamala Harris has 100% of the Krogan vote. What up, Bill? We'll see how Bird of Prey 5 responds to that. He could be positive because, you know, she was good on her knees back in the day when she was trying to get her start in politics. So that could be the way that she might go to try to get votes as president.
You're gonna need some brand new knee pads.
Oh, hell. They've opened up a new factory. They're cranking them out left and right. Going to have the knee pad express going.
I mean, can you imagine if this idiot actually has to go up against Trump in a debate? I mean, she's just gonna get destroyed. Same thing with anyone, even if, like, okay, let's say it's Buttigieg going up against Vance. I mean, they have just no chance. This is such a joke of an election now. I mean, it already was, but it's just worse now.
Well, it's comical because I've been watching some of the news and they're trying to throw out that guy from Pennsylvania, that Shapiro, that they claim would give them an advantage in Pennsylvania. The only problem is he's Jewish, so it's going to hurt him up in the Rust Belt, especially in Michigan, where there are vast majorities of people that don't like Jewish people. Professor Brainy Specs is trying to be the downer in the chat today. Hello, Professor. And he says, you know, she will win just like Biden did.
So it's confirmed Professor Brainy Specs is endorsing Kamala Harris.
I don't know if he is or isn't, but I think he thinks there's a weasel in the woodpile. Thomas Potts is in the chat now, too.
Hey, Thomas. It's good to see you're back home after your 90-hour drive.
No, multi-gunman, that's not true because I dated a Jewish girl years ago. He was a freak in the sack. Thomas said so far Shapiro hasn't done anything to piss him off. That sounds like an endorsement.
Oh, no.
As long as you don't piss me off, that's an endorsement. Professor does not endorse Kamala. Uh-oh. Now we're really going to get fired up now because here is Mr. Londell of
Hola.
So, the old fart quit.
The old fart quit. He's a quitter.
I don't think he quit. I think he got pushed out.
Well, yeah, he got pushed out.
Yeah, we know that. So
hence the title of the stream, Forced Out by Democrat Elites.
Elites? No, the money people.
Well, they're the elites of the Democrat Party. They got the money. That's why all the rest of them bow down to whatever they do.
And believe it or not, that's the problem Trump has with never Trumpers. These are the money people are the
Yep.
ones that want to push him out. But this is going to
Oh.
be interesting now
Oh, yeah.
because
No, it's not. It's all predictable.
well, now see he endorsed the Ugandan giant, didn't he?
Biden did.
Okay, so that probably means the money, the war chest he had is going to her.
If she gets the nomination. I don't think they can just instantly transfer it over until the nomination process is over.
Yeah.
Well,
It'll be interesting to see who they put up.
I think they can pretty
No,
much give her the
because
money
see,
instantly, just because she
here's
was already on the ticket anyway.
here's the thing. Okay, a lot of black people have been saying that they went to Biden with a list of black women to be his nominee for VP, and that's how Harris was on that list. And so now the party is going to say screw Kamala, even though let's face it, Broad is an airhead. Okay, I wouldn't want her in charge of anything. A popsicle stand. That's how.
We got a fight of the Canadians in the chat. One says, "Will not trade Trudeau for Kamala," but the next one said, "I'd trade anything for Trudeau."
Look, why don't we just give them both?
Yeah, you can have both.
Okay,
Let them fight it out for whoever leads you.
keep Castro's love child, and we'll send over Queen of the knee pads. Y'all should be really good then.
And if she runs out of knee pads, she can always use a maxi pad because she's old enough now. She don't really need them for anything else.
So
the next couple of months will be fun.
No, not next couple of weeks.
That's true because there's only like 2 weeks, 3 weeks till the DNC.
Yeah, the next couple of weeks are going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see if any. Well, Manchin has mentioned he might re-up as a Democrat just to throw his hat in the ring at the convention.
Nobody's going to vote for Joe Manchin. Okay.
Well, no, but it's just be funny.
The Manchin, Cinema, they can forget about it.
Hi, Jill. Jill says, "I've been waiting 5 million years for you to stream, but that's my fault. I missed the last two." Yeah, that one a couple of weeks ago. I was kind of drunk when I did it. We're sober tonight.
Yeah. And all this time, Jill, you've been lurking in my streams for my movies. Shame on you.
Oh, Jill's allowed to lurk. But it's going to be funny who they can even try to tie with Kamala for a running mate because most of them want a future and they don't want to be tied to her either.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, my understanding is Obama's behind a lot of this.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't even endorse Kamala today. That's why I'm making a prediction. Big Mike's going to get thrown into the mix at the convention.
Is that before or after the riot ensues?
Well, I don't think there'd be much of a riot ensue if Big Mike gets thrown into it because they've got all their bases covered.
No, there's going to be a riot. It's in
Well, the
Chicago.
riot. Well,
Okay.
yeah,
They've
but
been and if you notice, there were no protests at the Republican convention.
well, there was little ones, but it was like a person
It,
here and a
it
person there.
that was morons with homemade signs. That's not a protest. Look
They
for what
what?
happened. Oh, now do some research. Look at video from the 1968 Chicago Democratic National Convention.
Well, I've already seen there's at least 38 different groups that have signed up to protest
See,
in Chicago.
it's gonna get nasty. I mean, it's gonna be worse than these these clowns at the G7 meetings. It's gonna be insane. And
Hell, maybe Greta will show up and
Chicago,
they can toss her into a Chicago jail for a while. Who knows? Jesse Smollett may show up with a rope around his neck, yelling,
I am not
they're
suicidal.
chasing me. They're chasing me. All these clowns are going to be out in force.
Yeah.
I want to see which groups fight with each other. That's going to be the interesting and fun things to watch.
The Kamalaites versus the Buddha judges.
Palestinian protesters showing up against whoever. Hell, being in Chicago, you may even get a whole bunch from the South Side showing up going, hey, we want our damn money you stole from us to give to the illegals.
Oh yeah, I've been looking for that. And that pathetic excuse they got for a mayor. I mean,
Yeah, he's worse than Beetlejuice was.
I know the other day he was trying to blame shit on Nixon. I'm like, what? It's some kind of way it's Nixon's fault that you don't know how to run a city, dumbass.
Been run by Democrats forever now. Okay. Kind of interesting being here in Illinois myself. Lard ass governor hasn't even endorsed Kamala yet. Speculation that him and a handful of donuts are going to try to throw their name in the ring.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody wants to endorse this woman. I mean, that's part of the reason why they're not going to go as far as invoking the 25th Amendment, because that would just bring Kamala in charge right away. I mean, it's just stupid. They don't want to go completely down in flames.
But here's who has name recognition right now?
Well, the ones that do have name recognition have already stated they don't want their names thrown in. Newsom said he doesn't want in on this. Whitmer says she doesn't want in on this one.
But nobody's going to vote for either one of them anyway. That's Gavin
true,
Newsom's got a terrible. Nobody knows him outside of California, really, except for people like you and me, that follow politics. We know, the slimy car salesman he is.
Well, I think they're trying to avoid having their names thrown into this because A, they don't want to piss off the black community if they go up against Harris, because that'll happen. B, they don't really want to be tied to Harris as a VP because they're both got egos that don't want to be regulated to a VP status anyway.
Well, hey, not even that, but I mean, they don't want to be attached to that kind of a train wreck, especially with Newsom, who definitely has eyes on 28. So, for that presidential run, I just don't think that he would want to actually get involved with Kamala Harris, and it's basically just pretty much thrown in the towel at this point and say, just will lose the election this year and then pick it back up in 20 and go for 28.
I could see Shifty Schiff throwing his name into it since he's having a hard time in a big Democrat area against a baseball player.
No, just California. Okay. Come hell or high water, they're going to vote for a Democrat. That's how brainwashed the average run-of-the-mill Californian is, especially in
Hey,
LA, San Francisco, Hollywood. That's the big high concentration areas. That's all Democrat. So that's Pencil Neck's seat. Period.
Last Son brings up the point that it's going to have to be Harris because of all the money that's already raised.
Yeah, they're stuck. I agree with Last Son. Yeah, they are stuck with the Uganda giant, but I don't think they realize that.
And Poe, I'm also sort of running. I have 14 people that'll vote for me. So there you go, Poe. You got a different candidate besides Biden or Trump.
And besides, God, he should have never challenged the man to a debate this fucking early.
Right.
Well, I think there was people behind the scenes that pushed him into it just so they could use it because they know how bad he is to use it to try to get him out.
No, but it's not like that's it was a well kept secret. Okay, you heard. I mean, depending on what you followed depending on which news outlet you followed. Okay, Fox, Newsmax, OAN, all those they've been saying. This guy has cognitive issues. Now, MSNBC and CNN were the only ones lying to people about that.
Well, they should. CNN turned on him really, really quickly after that debate.
Well, they had to. I mean, everyone
had
saw
no
with their own
choice.
eyes at that point. I mean,
it was right there. They had no choice.
MSNBC tried to hang on for a few extra days afterwards, just saying, oh, it was a bad night. He had a cold. He had jet lag. Blah, blah. Yeah, right. 14 days sitting
I've never had jet lag last more than 3 hours.
I've never seen jet lag last maybe a day or two, depending upon how big of a distance you traveled and how long you were gone.
Uh-huh.
But not 14 damn days. No.
Yeah.
No. And it looks like my whole prediction that he did not have the coup either.
No, he didn't. He was weighing options.
That's right. They pulled his ass off the trail so they could sit there and use the entire weekend to badger and hound him and everything else to get him to get out. I think there was probably a deal made behind the scenes that somebody will pardon Hunter so he can and give him just a blanket pardon to get him out of all his troubles.
Now, either the way things stand now, either Biden has to do that or they have to win the White House again. I don't think they're going to win, regardless of who they run. They're not going to win the White House again.
Well, Biden can do it now because he's officially not running, so he can pardon his kid on the way out and just say, "There, I'm not worried about it."
oh, God
As
damn
soon
it.
as
How
the
the hell-
election's over, he can do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I felt something on my neck and I just pulled a wood tick off me. What the fuck? Where the hell did that come from?
Gunman, he could do it on his last day, but he could do it anytime after the election is over, so they can still hang on and see. Joe's not doing anything to save his son until right after the election, no matter who
Yeah.
wins, and then he can do it because
Yeah,
it won't mean
way
a thing.
yeah, that way the screams of nepotism won't last that long.
Well, at least somebody's sucking on your neck there, Cinnabon. Even though it was a tick.
Well, I
Now,
think
now you got to hope you don't get Lyme disease.
no, I'm gonna go find a camera to see because I can't tell if I pulled its head off when I pulled it off of me.
Oh shit!
I'll be back.
The little head's still burying his way into his neck.
That's the head still buried in there. That's gonna cause him some problems.
Yep. Or if it's radioactive, he could wake up tomorrow with the head of a tick.
Oh, actually, I'm an idiot. I can just use the camera on this thing. Sorry, people. You're gonna have to see it. Wood tick. Other way, not this way.
Yeah, turn it around. We can't see if there's a wood tick there or not. There's a zit on your nose, but oh my!
All right.
Now we see
Oh
Pokemon.
man, it's too dark. I can't zoom in either. Hold on, let me get a piece of white paper to put behind it.
Yes, Thomas Cinnabon is going to give birth to an alien. Not really a wood tick.
Oh, it's still alive. You didn't pull it.
Yeah, its head's still on there. It's moving.
Oh, that's a
You're
big
safe.
fuck too. Damn.
Well, it's kind of reddish because it must have been there for a little while.
It had some of your blood. Just get a lighter out and burn it. It'll die.
I mean,
What happens when you play out in the garden?
It
around
actually doesn't
trees?
look like it has a head on it, though.
It wouldn't be crawling if it didn't have a head.
Well, chickens run around without heads.
But that's only for less than 30 seconds. Been more than 30 seconds since you pulled it off your head.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, I see. It's a face like grabby things. So, all right.
Watch it jump straight at the camera. Ah! Jump scare. Oh, he left us. What up, Night Breeze?
He'll be back.
I'll be back.
No, but now we're going to see.
I do, Poe. I do.
But I am looking at the damn electoral map. Everybody was predicting a landslide. Have Democrats at least staved that off?
I doubt it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe because there's still a lot of never Trumpers out there that were just kind of switching sides for a while there because they could see Biden was obviously incapable of the job, and were so turned off by that bullshit. That now with Kamala, I mean, some of them might decide that that's better than Trump, but I mean, I doubt it. But I mean, I could see things tightening up a little bit now that Biden's out of the race.
Actually, Trump has united Trump has united the Republican Party. Actually,
let's go with some of the latest polling. Latest polling. Michigan, Trump versus Biden. Now this is up until, but Trump was up 7 in Michigan.
That's today.
that was from the Detroit Free Press.
Uh-huh.
And even with Stein and Kennedy thrown into the mix in West, Trump was still up by 7.
That's because they take away from Biden.
Friday, CBS News had Trump up by 5. And he's up by 3 if it goes against Harris.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to see huge swings or anything, but I think we'll probably have to wait till at least Monday or Tuesday when the new polls come out to kind of see how things are going. But I mean, I don't see Trump losing the race at all. But I think the race could be a little bit more interesting than it was going to be against essentially, Trump versus a cadaver.
Yeah,
Let me
now
see here.
he's against a bobblehead. So what's the difference?
Well, I mean, let's face it, a lot of Democrats wanted to be able to vote for a Democrat that's at least sentient. I mean, she might be an idiot, but she's, at least not half dead or Trump. So, I mean,
Good morning.
Let me see here. Thursday's polling.
these
General election had Trump up by 6. With all the others thrown in, if it was just against 4, it's like Florida. Trump's up by 10. There ain't no way.
You know what? Maybe the Democrats will try to recruit Kennedy now.
Arizona. Now here's Arizona. Trump versus Biden. He's up by 7. Trump versus Harris up by 6.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, though, I mean, just because Obama, just because Trump, I mean, not Trump, Jesus, but Biden endorsed Harris. I mean, they have to rerun another primary and do an open convention at this point. Just elevating to Kamala to be the de facto nominee at this point would just be complete suicide. It would just
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Trump versus Biden. He was up by 5. If it's Trump versus Harris, he's up by 7.
And that's not saying they could actually nominate anyone other than Harris that would be able to swing things towards the Democrats anyway. I think basically right now it's just going to have to be damage control and hope that they can win back the presidency in 28.
Yeah, I think just like everybody is going to vote for Trump. Like, it's just has that even happened yet? Has there been an election where every state voted for the same president?
Yeah, all but one. It was 84, Reagan's landslide.
Oh yeah.
He won every state but one.
What state? California?
No, it was one of the Rust Belt states.
It was Minnesota.
Yeah.
He won Minnesota and he won DC.
DC don't count. That's not a state.
So there hasn't been a president yet that got 100%.
No, even in this race, I don't think it's going to be 100% either.
I don't know. I'm smelling it.
JP says Kamala the headhunter going to come from behind and take it.
Maybe I should
from
run
behind what?
Mm-hmm.
Come behind what? You JPs? You're going to come behind you JPs? What's up, Tiki? What's up, Richie? Last son wants the glory hole wall. The hell? Hey, I survived the 2 tornadoes on Monday, Richie. So hey, everything's all cool.
2 tornadoes, huh?
Yeah, 2 of them. National Weather Service officially
They
announced.
said there was 3.
No, I never said there was 3.
What difference does it make? The man's alive.
It's 2 of them. I was 3 blocks south of the smaller one, and I was a half a mile north of the big one.
I thought you came back in like the next day and was like giving us an update.
No, I came back in and said there was 1, and next day I came back in and told you the update that there was 2.
Oh, I thought it was 2 and 3. All
See
right.
how you pay attention?
Well, because you were giving me so many updates, like I got it confused. I'm just glad you made it out okay.
That one that was supposedly down by Walmart, that was the same. If you look at the path, that's the bigger one, Night Breeze, that was 200 yards wide.
Dang.
2 football fields going through town.
Mm.
I have not seen any confirmation from the National Weather Service that there was a third. None. But you can watch the video I threw up earlier in the week while I was out there in the middle of it filming the misadventures of the wandering dumpster.
Okay, now Rich Pooh's starting some crap.
Who's starting crap?
Richie Pooh trying to say that Trump stole an election from that Clinton woman.
Well, she was the big election denier that kept claiming for 4 years that
She's still
was
claiming it.
robbed.
Oh, oh. Breaking news.
You ain't
South
got any breaking
Carolina.
news.
South Carolina DNC endorses Kamala.
It's not breaking news. They've been talking about it all day because that's the only way they can transfer all the money that's been raised so far. The only
Yeah,
possible way they can get their hands on it is to have her as the nominee, or they lose all that money.
yeah, there is that.
The big question's going to be, who does she pick for a running mate? Well, not actually who does she pick. Who does the Democrats tell her that she has to have for her running mate?
Yeah,
Because as we've already seen, the people that are out there screaming and yelling that they got to protect democracy threw that all out the window when they let a handful of congressmen, a couple of senators, and some big donors tell Joe Biden to hit the road.
no, actually, it goes back further than that. Look, that this is what, like, twice they've denied Uncle Bernie the chance to win a nomination, and both times that Sanders ran, okay, his numbers were much better than the person he was replaced by.
Richie Poole wants Cecil Prey and AOC for 2024.
So the dumb thing about, I mean, I know that's a joke, but it'd be a hard sell with AOC stepping in as like a vice president pick here, even with Kamala Harris, just for this fact that literally was a day or so ago. Not that it was over the weekend. She did an hour-long Instagram live talking to her constituents about how democracy worked and Biden was the choice, and and they had to back that up. And her big point was that we have to follow the rule of democracy of the Democratic vote, and that having Biden step down would be a problem. So, I mean, for her to
Pop
flip that
culture.
immediately, almost just a couple of days later, would be insane, and it would be a really tough ask for a lot of her supporters, I think.
Pop culture pops in. Ask me, am I happy about Biden? I'm happy. Whatever throws Democrats in total chaos and disarray, I'm happy. Whatever throws them into complete meltdowns, I'm happy for. It's fun. It's fun to watch them go after each other, and it's a big joy for me ever since Elon threw his weight into it, that I can remind all these liberals with blue check marks on Twitter that they are now helping to support Donald Trump's election.
True. That is true.
I love to remind them of that.
That and every Tesla that they buy, or a Cybertruck, same thing. So
Tiki. A what disco? Kid Rock was no. Come on now. Night Breeze is off to go get ready for his thing, whatever his thing is tonight. I think I know what it is, but he could be doing something else. And Josh says, I'm evil for forcing an old man who doesn't know who or what he is from running again. I don't know.
no, see, I think I could say both DJ and myself wanted Biden to run.
I was willing to keep Biden in there because it was more fun. So now we have cackling Kamala to make fun of, so there is that too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to be careful about that. Just because Biden is out, don't mean everybody. Don't mean you be lackadaisical. Get your ass up and go vote.
That's right. You got to go out there and vote. Don't be slacking. Definitely don't be slacking out there. You still got to get out there and vote.
You don't.
You shut up, LDG.
I vote for none of the above.
Well, you can go vote for none of the above if you want. Just means that you don't take the country serious and you're willing to bend over for whoever's shoving it up your rear end, no matter who they are.
And I'd argue that the exact opposite is true with you. What's the worst that Trump can do?
The exact opposite is the same.
Yeah, that made no sense.
That's actually a good thing, I think.
You're willing to vote just to get the best of two evils in. You want to perpetuate the cycle of democracy.
I kind of want the border closed again, damn it.
I'd rather have a system that allows I'd rather have a system that allows immigrants to come in here no problem without stealing jobs.
There is a process for them to come in.
Not fast enough.
Well, that's tough.
Not good enough.
But there's already a legal process.
You're right, it is
for that.
tough. That's the problem. It needs to be better. That's what you need to focus on.
No.
Why not?
And hold on. Yes, the lovely Sherry is in the chat.
You want growth. The only way to get growth is to get people.
There's plenty of people now.
Nope, not even close. Not even close. The amount of people that we can have in America right now.
No. There's plenty of people for the jobs that are here. People just need to get off the goddamn welfare and go out and get a job.
Exactly.
Yes. No, but the system shouldn't have to allow for everybody to have to work.
That's fucking idiotic talk again. And you keep talking that kind of bullshit. You can go back and do your own stream and talk that shit. We're not dealing with that crap around here. That's fucking
Is
And
Marxist bullshit
there's
again.
There's the prejudice right there, and I just get
Yeah.
shut up. Okay, that's
Look,
fine.
LDG, a man who refuses to work does not deserve to eat. Okay?
Incorrect.
Period.
Incorrect. Plenty of jobs to be done.
Yeah,
Biggest
there's
problem with
plenty of
people not
jobs to be
working is
done,
not
and there's
offering
plenty of
jobs.
people to do them. You want to bring in illegals so they do it at a lower price.
Yeah.
Well, I want
You want
everything to
cheap
cost
labor.
less, so
You
I
want
want
cheap
everything
labor.
to cost less.
You
I
want
want
cheap
everything to
labor.
cost less. I want everything to cost less. You shouldn't
Yeah,
have
If
to
you want
worry
things to
you want
cost,
everything, you want
actually, if you
everything
want
to cost
things,
less until they start bringing in coders and paying them $7 an hour. Then you'll be pissed off.
No,
or if
not
you want
necessarily.
everything to cost less, maybe over-regulation should be curtailed.
Nope,
Yeah.
that won't work either. Definitely won't work. We already gave regulation a chance. We already gave law a chance.
What the hell
Hasn't
is
been
that?
working.
What?
He don't know what he's. Just ignore LDG because he rambles shit, but he'll be the first to admit that he knows nothing about what's going on in the world of politics.
No, I'm just stating simple, opinionated facts.
No, they're not facts. They're the
They're
ramblings.
opinionated facts.
They're the ramblings of a man that does not pay attention to what's going on in the world. He's living in his own little tiny world of AI, pushing something that's never going to happen.
I'm sorry.
Right.
If you're expecting some very clever Tim Pool comeback, it's not going to happen.
Well, no,
but
because we know
I'm sorry,
Project
dude.
Prometheus is never going to happen.
When did this come to? When are you going to? Now you're attacking me. I'm sorry. Am I Biden?
No, but when you start rambling about things that you have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I think I know a little bit, but maybe I can't.
No,
express
you
it that
don't.
well.
You don't, because
I've
you
seen-
are the first to admit that
reason
you
why
have
the
no idea
economy-
what's going on in politics.
Why the
You don't
economy
even
was
know
so
who
better
stands
20
for
years
what.
ago, 50
You don't
years
know.
ago is because
You don't know what the hell anyone stands for.
Instead of telling me what I do and do not know, let's actually talk about like actual substance. Maybe 50 years
When
ago,
we try to talk
the
substance,
economy was
you
better.
come up with the most
I'm sorry,
idiotic.
Did I say over? Did I say over?
You
50
come up with
years
the
ago,
most
what?
idiotic things.
50 years ago, the economy was better because freaking companies were actually making value. They were producing valuable product. Okay, everything today is throwaway. Everything today is made by the cheapest bidder, sold by the highest price. Okay, back then you could buy a toaster last you 20 years. Today you buy a toaster, you're replacing it in a year, flat. Okay, you don't have any value in today's products. The companies that are making billions are making shit, selling shit, literally selling you garbage. I can't tell you how much money I've spent in this house of shit that just like, oh yeah, here, let's buy something for your bathroom. Oh, by the way, though, we're gonna skimp on the stainless steel, so that shit rusts in like 8 months, and you have to buy a new one and replace it. Where's the value in buying that?
Well,
I
there's your
lose
problem.
all value. How much shit did you throw out?
There's
all
your
the
problem
time?
right there. You should be buying porcelain.
I'm talking about like the metal covers for your light fixtures in your bathroom, right? Something as simple as that.
Just for fun,
go
can we
to
take a
spend-
poll? How many people listening? Hold on. How many people listening in chat have had to replace their toaster every fucking year? I'm curious because I haven't replaced my
I have.
toaster in
I've had the same
have.
toaster for like
damn
6
near
years
20
now.
years now.
I've had
I've had the same toaster for 6 years.
okay. In
So-
the last 2 years, I've gone through 3 coffee machines.
well, maybe stop buying trash and actually buy a good product.
But you go to Walmart and try to save money, and they just
Well,
make
there's your
garbage.
problem
Well,
right
that's your
there.
problem.
You're
Stop
going to
going to
Walmart
Walmart.
to save money.
And Walmart's the big, they're the big players. They're the big company making billions of dollars trying
All
to
that
spend,
shit in Wally World is
providing
coming
value.
straight off a boat
Isn't
from
that
China.
their like logo, great value or something like
Look
that?
outside of Walmart for your product.
Yeah.
So
haven't
don't
got-
go to the
you
established
can't
big
pay me
business
enough to
that's
go to a fucking Walmart.
billions of people go to Walmart,
Let-
dude.
Let's see here. Multi Gunman, same toaster for at least 5 years. Professor Brainy Specs has the same toaster since 2017. Richie Poole has had the same toaster for 15 years. Jill has had her toaster for 19 years. JP's 20 to 40 for a coffee maker. Shit, spend 100 to 120.
Yeah.
Okay, so only a couple were more than 15 years, but everybody else was like 5 years. Okay.
Well, you said they blew out after a year.
I exaggerated slightly. I meant
See,
I
that's-
said
see,
20
that's the
years
problem.
originally.
If you want to
See,
make points
yeah,
where
this is
people
why we
actually
can't
start
have
listening to
discussions
you
with you,
and
LDG.
I
taking
originally
because
said 20
you-
years.
you need to make truthful, cogent statements that people can actually.
You're right. Okay, I
understand.
got to work on it. I'm not Tim Pool. I'm not a good speaker. I'm
You don't
sorry. I'm
have to be
working on
Tim
it.
Pool. You
But
can
I
be a normal
originally
fucking
said-
person.
What is a normal
don't be a
person?
Biden, damn it, and say something that's
What is
coherent.
a normal person? Now go ahead.
Don't be a
What is
Biden, say something coherent.
I'm not asking you what a woman is. What is a normal person?
Just being someone
Explain
that can
that to
actually
me.
talk
It's
about
what you're
engaging
not.
in massive hyperbole all the time, and just
Dude, I
state the
said originally
facts in
said
one
20-year
statement.
toaster, and then I was like, they break in a year. I mean, obviously, I set a 20-year mark. So, I mean, if
Well,
your shit should
yeah,
last
if
for
you-
decades,
If you buy
not
the
for less.
see, this is what LDG is doing. He's going into Walmart, bro, and he's got a toaster that's $10, and you got one that's $35. He's picking the $10 toaster. That's why it doesn't last as long.
Exactly. They shouldn't be making those
But why do you keep picking the $10 toaster?
because they're advertised like
When
those
you
are
know
going to
the
last long.
$35 and $40 toaster is better.
Because they
Anybody with
advertise
common
like
sense,
they're gonna be good
anyone.
toasters.
Now, here's the thing you're lacking, LDG. Anyone with common sense knows the $10 toaster ain't going to last long.
Right.
It just
the
takes
$30
common
toaster or the
sense.
$50 toaster. I
Common
still haven't found.
sense.
They don't make toasters like they don't make them like they
Stop
used to.
picking
Okay,
the plastic toasters.
Yeah. Go with Sunbeam, Oster, names that've been around before you were born.
just like your physical media. You found out that your physical media doesn't last as long as they advertised it as, right?
It
Oh
does.
shit, they advertised it as gonna be physical media lasts forever, and we can make these CDs, and all of a sudden, 20
Hey, I
years
still
later,
got Laserdisc
half the
movies
CDs
that
don't work
play.
anymore.
No problem.
LDG,
still got
I've
Laserdisc
got
movies
that play.
DVDs that are
Some of them did it
DVDs
right.
that are 20 years old. Okay. What he's talking about was a few years back, Warner Brothers. It was one company, Warner Brothers. They made a deal with somebody to burn DVDs for them, and those discs, it was disc corral. Okay, it's exclusive to from Warner Brothers. It's not Columbia or any other place. And plus, Warner, they've replaced all those discs. Okay, it was bad product. They didn't know it at the time. They know it now. They've gotten rid of all the bad stuff, and you've got better, decent quality movies.
Okay, so here's the number of the companies that
Oh,
actually.
hold on, because we have a new guest on the
Side
panel.
of your mouth. Okay?
Hold on. We got a new guest on the panel, so I have to introduce
I grew
him.
up on Men.
There you go.
NB.
You really love clipping that, don't you?
Yep.
NB, how old is your toaster?
I don't even think I have a toaster. No, if I do,
What
no,
kind of
I think
American doesn't have a
wait
toaster?
Wait a minute. We do have a toaster, and it's on top of the fridge.
So it doesn't get used.
I cannot even think of the last time we used it. Holy
Go buy some
shit.
goddamn Pop Tarts so you can use it.
Fire that thing up and make sure it still works.
Well, shake it out and blow it out first because there could be some cobwebs. So it would be stinky the first time you lit it up. It'd be burning all that out.
I hate Pop Tarts.
Well,
So yeah, so
No,
we're talking.
So I know I got here late, and I apologize for that. Was anybody shocked or surprised about this, or did you think this?
no,
was...
we covered that all in the first 35 minutes,
Yeah,
and none of us were surprised.
We're all
Yeah,
shocked
we-
and taken by surprise.
Yeah, we've moved on to toaster fighting.
Oh man, I always wanted a 4 bread toaster.
Fuck that! I
Yeah.
wanted an 8 bread toaster.
I want a whole loaf toaster.
I wanted to make 4 sandwiches at once, so I had to have 8 damn slices in there toasting some bitches.
Now, my wife has this thing she brought with her when we got married where
Later, Pop. Hello, Snortapoopas.
makes
Hello.
excellent grilled cheese. So we use that, and instead of flipping it, we just put it in this little kind of grill thing.
Oh, holy shit! Is this one of those commie panini presses?
I don't think so. This is way
George
older
Foreman?
than I think this
Hey,
is.
Kronos is here.
Hey, how's our favorite troll?
I already banned the least
no,
favorite troll
James.
earlier, and now we have our favorite troll here.
No, Jim, I think this thing was invented a lot earlier before that, but
No,
it does
we'll give it
make
that.
good grilled cheese. I will say that.
Now we have a murder hornet.
Oh damn! My ex is calling. Yeah, how y'all doing tonight?
I thought I'd do me a little stream tonight and just kick back and show love.
Okay,
Oh,
let me
love.
call you back. She keeps blowing my phone up. I'll call you back.
Oh,
I think he said he'll call you back.
Hold
hey
on.
now.
Hey, Keith, you're coming in as a radio operator and a communicator, coming in a little broken and unreadable.
I am not drunk, JPs. I'm sober. I have not had anything to drink.
And I'm not drunk either, and I'm not stoned. I'm hitting off a THC Delta, and I don't have any weed. Fuck, man, I've been dry for months.
Kronos is drunk.
Huh?
Kronos is drunk and he didn't share any. Bad boy, Kronos.
Ah. Num num num.
So I have a question. Who saw any of the Acolyte?
We don't talk
Garbage.
about that shit
Yeah,
here either.
Garbage.
No, nobody cares about that crap.
Absolute garbage.
You're right. Nobody cared about. I watched.
But you
15
did. You brought it up.
No, all I'm saying is I wanted to see where the census was.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
No, then that's a good thing because that's what the show is, a nothing burger.
Well, then hush up
I
about
didn't
it.
watch all of it. I only watched
You must care about it. You're still rambling about it.
The show saved Star Wars. Let's just face the truth here.
I want to know, has anybody in the chat went and seen Twisters? And is it
Yes,
a
my
crap show
wife.
that I've heard?
Yes, my wife and my son went yesterday.
Well, you didn't see it, so hush up.
Well,
I was
you
going
went.
to, and then I learned that none of the original cast was coming back.
I thought
And
Helen
basically
Hunt
just a
was supposed to have a
retelling of the same
cameo
damn
in it.
Story. What?
Yeah,
I thought Helen Hunt was supposed to have a cameo.
Originally, but then they said no. So no one from the original is back.
So
Yeah,
she was even like,
the,
fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, Deej, my wife said the same thing. Helen Hunt was there, and I was like, wait a minute, I was sure I saw her in the first trailer.
Yeah, so now for me, it's just I'll see it when it comes out on streaming, maybe, but I'm not gonna go to the theaters to see it.
Well,
It sounds like it's
Paxton's
basically the
dead
same damn
anyway,
movie,
so it wouldn't
just
have
with a
been.
younger,
It wouldn't have been
younger
interesting.
cast.
Next week is the only movie I want to see this year.
Wolverine.
No,
Oh,
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm sorry,
Deadpool,
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Actually,
I don't even want to go see Beetlejuice.
I gotta. You have to. It's Michael Keaton, dude. It's.
I want to see
No,
Beetlejuice. It
I
looks
don't
pretty
have
good.
to.
You don't have to do anything there, buddy, but I have to.
It looks like
Why?
a pretty good movie from the
Yeah.
trailer.
Looks like it
Just
could be
in.
good.
Just in, LTG will go to Beetlejuice to ask for a refund afterwards.
I might if it sucks, I will.
Where the hell have you been recently?
I ain't gonna lie. What?
I said, where the hell you been recently?
Trying to freaking fulfill my freaking goal in life, dude, and free you guys from slavery.
Did you cross the outage?
He did.
No comment, man. I can't comment on that shit. I can't comment on that. I can neither confirm or deny.
No, I was like, once I heard about this outage, I was like, I wanted to get on my group chat, and I'm like, we just need to blame Pickles for this.
You could. You'd be well within your rights to do that. No, but we got and I've been busy keeping things going, man. So tomorrow's a big day. Got construction people coming here working on my studio tomorrow. Hopefully get that done, and hopefully by Wednesday or Thursday, and I can finally move in to my new studio. And still finishing up my app. App is almost done, and then I'll start coming out with some content soon. So it's coming around the corner, man. Getting there, getting things done. Things are happening.
Oh, I'm having some construction done. Should be starting tomorrow. Getting a fence, partial fence put in to go across the line of my house.
Yeah, I got a few foots to put up some people's asses when I come back too. So, yeah.
I wonder how pissed my neighbor's going to be when that fence goes up.
Tired of certain channels and certain people taking advantage of the community, thinking they can grow, and ain't doing jack shit. And we're all still stuck in the same freaking pins, maybe slightly better than what we were a couple years ago. But like I said, I've just helped a number of channels basically monetize overnight. And I'm going to go public with everything I've done and known and do some real good to the community and try to see if we can grow our fucking viewership and connect with people.
I would say that if there's one good thing that came from the lockdowns, is that's what kind of built our communities and built what I think you're doing.
Uh-oh. Get him.
Blah.
Hello world, it's Bird over 85. Cupla.
The
Blah,
bird.
bird.
Hey, Bird, mute in the underground, buddy.
Yeah, I will do.
Don't do it. Make him listen to you double. Double the bird.
It's like reverb bird.
Bird's a word.
Bird's the word.
Yeah,
Snort a
nobody's turned
poopus,
on
why
here.
are you afraid of the mods? Nobody's going to hurt you here, Snort.
I just
Does
left
anybody
it on the
watch-
ground. All right, and
Oh.
mute it. Sorry.
That's fine.
Easier.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched House of the Dragon? I've only seen 2
House
episodes.
of the Dragon. I thought we were talking about Biden.
We was.
Yeah, I
It
was
was
told
until
I was told we missed
We
that
got on a
boat.
toaster kick, and now we're back on Biden because God Emperor Kuroga showed up, and he wants to talk about Biden.
well, the
I'm not talking
toasters
about
are
toasters either.
toasters were
toasters are
at least
fine,
related
too.
to the
So wait a minute. Wait a
related
minute.
to the government.
That's more pull than I do.
Yep.
Goddamn
Bird has
right I
more
do.
pull.
Yeah,
The
goddamn right.
government has nothing to do with the cheap toaster you bought. Okay.
Of course,
So
Bird.
you believe that our economy is thriving because we what's the word we
Our
give
economy-
benefits to companies
I
to
don't
make
believe
cheap.
our economy is thriving.
Thomas
That was the
Potts
sarcastic
asked-
part.
How old is my toaster?
That was
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Well, let me ask this.
The toaster oven is something probably like 5 years.
Oh, there you go.
5 years
5
old,
years.
maybe?
Not 20 like I was originally stating.
All right.
But,
Hey,
but
Bird,
it still works, right, Bird?
Yes.
So there
How
you
well
go,
does it work?
LDG.
Does it work? Does it work as well as day one?
No.
Okay,
Nothing
there you
that
go.
works as well as
I
day
was
one.
dying. There are well, you need that's close to it. I mean, that's close to
I'll
it.
grant you there are simple toaster designs that could last a lot longer. But this is
Yeah.
a toaster oven. And I'll grant you toasters 20 years ago were designed to last longer. But that goes all the way back to the beginning. Toasters that
yeah, they used to make shit to
100
last.
years ago are still working.
Well, yeah, you have my wife who has antique stuff. I've got.
That's my point.
I've got.
You don't have to
an
waste money on
antique-
garbage every 5 years.
I've got
But
an antique
since the
rocking
19
chair that has had 6 generations sit in it and rock in it. And this thing's over 100 fucking years old. They used to make shit to last, not like this IKEA crap.
I can make
Yeah,
a
but-
toast without a toaster.
Making my point.
since the 1950s and going forward, they've always, gotten crappier in terms
Yeah.
of. But
Because the economy was going down to shit,
but-
and companies had to cut corners and find
still,
cheaper ways of making
in
things.
1960, you would think about, oh, this is about, this isn't as good as it was in the 1950s. In the 1980s, they're like, oh, this isn't as good as it was in the 1960s. And in the 2000s, like, oh, this wasn't as good as it was in the 1990s. And by 2020, like, oh, this wasn't as good as it was in the 2000s. So,
All right. So, Bird, question for you. With the announcement of Biden bowing out, what are you getting on the vibe of the 5 boroughs since you brought it up?
the 5 boroughs about what, Biden?
Yeah, Biden bowing out.
I don't think anybody realizes what's happened. That it's Sunday afternoon in the New York City. Nobody,
Yeah,
No.
that would explain why they did it at that time.
that's it. Nobody really seems to care is what's going on. It's like they really never expected him to be president again anyway.
I since you brought it up and Deej allowed this, I'm going to say this. I feel like this is, at best I can tell, the closest thing I can consider to it is kind of like the Bob Mondale incident, where they know they're going to lose and they're trying to save the down ballot, and they've just caught it early. So it seems like they're conceding the executive branch, but they're trying to save the down ballot. I could be wrong.
They are not conceding. Okay.
Well, who the hell are they going to put in place?
They're going to try. They think change. They think changing Biden will change the polls, and I don't think it will. Because what they've done, or what they're about to do, is piss off all the subgroups in the Democrat Party. Okay, the socialists, women, all the one issue voters. They're about to piss them all off because that's who was putting all the money behind Biden, or that's who was in the votes was behind Biden. Now they're going to go with somebody unknown. Okay, because trust me, the people that got rid of Biden, they don't want Harris to be president.
I'm kind of having a laugh at Joe Malozzi's tweet from a little while ago. He says, "I feel like the Democrat National Convention is going to play out like the great Game of Thrones finale, where everyone picks Bran to be king."
I'm sorry, that's too funny. And I didn't even like Game of Thrones. Londell,
I think it's going to end up.
I'm trying to think about this. I can't see them putting Kamala Harris on the top of the ticket, because if they went with the same rules, so let's just say they went with the same rules.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to, or they're going to lose out on those couple of $100 million that was already raised for Biden. It can't pass to anyone else but her.
Yeah,
no, they're going to try something shady with that money.
They would have to use an act of Congress to be able to pass that along. And do you really think the House would bring that up?
Oh, not the House.
No.
No.
So they're going to have to stick with Kamala.
What if Kamala switches with her VP and becomes a VP for somebody else?
Can't do it.
But it's still her, though.
No, has to go to
wait. Okay, here's the
one
thing.
that's running for the presidency.
This is what. Wait, back up, everybody. Back up. Okay, Biden dropped out. That means that there is no Democrat candidate. Kamala Harris has not thrown her hat in the ring yet. Nobody has.
That means all the super delegates are also up for grabs, and we are looking at an open convention, if I'm not mistaken.
That means we are looking at at best, we're looking at a brokered convention. Okay, this is backroom deals. All the shit they accused Republicans of doing, they are about to do them damn selves.
And the thing is, though, if they don't pick Kamala, they will have a major revolt in their party.
Right, damn sure will.
Yeah, they will, but the question is, will it matter? I mean, everybody keeps talking about Gavin Newsom, even though...
No, because Gavin's already said he don't want it.
No, I'm saying...
You don't want it now. Okay.
No. Yeah,
Let's stay focused in on this convention coming up. Let's not look forward to 2028. Let's stay focused in on this one.
Well, now we don't know who's going to be the presidential nominee for the Democratic Party.
Kamala's
so-
pretty much already said she's taking over for Joe.
I don't
Biden
think-
endorsed
Now,
Kamala.
that does not work.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's in the letter.
He is supporting her for president.
Yeah, he's supporting her. He didn't endorse her.
She
There's a
is not.
difference in the
I
words.
mean, has she come out?
Support,
and said,
endorse, it's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
no,
but she
it-
Everything I read,
president?
he endorsed her. So they're reporting it as he endorsed her.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
but
from
it's
what
not what he said.
From what I read in the letter, it's the letter. I think I'm pretty much stated that he supports her as the vice president of the United, as serving with her as the vice president of the United States, and stops short of actually officially endorsing her.
Exactly.
I think there's a lot of spin on the left right now that's turning that into an endorsement, but I think they're probably trying to play it a little bit safe there. I don't think Biden.
So,
actually has any
Mr.
faith in her either.
Lundell, tell me something. What is the difference between an open and a broker convention for the rest of us? This is a little different to me, and I think you might know it.
What a brokered convention is, they are trying to get together a nominee. You know, it could have. Well, if somebody, if for instance, if they have a convention and no candidate has enough delegates to outright win, because you have to have a certain amount to win. If nobody hits that magic number, then it becomes a brokered convention because everybody's playing the game then. But if you come over here with me, and we'll help you out with this little thing, and remember now, your 35-year-old son was with that 15-year-old, and we can keep that quiet, and all that kind of shit. That's what's going on now, or will be going on in a few days at the Democrats convention.
Now the fun thing is we are a nerd channel here, so we do talk nerd culture stuff. And
Yeah.
I would like to bring up an actress from Bird of Prey 5's favorite Star Trek series of all time, Deep Space Nine. We have Chase Masterson. And her take on it is the next patriotic action Joe Biden could take is to commitment to step down immediately if Kamala Harris becomes the nominee. Then this country wouldn't have to consider having a black female president. We would have a black female POTUS running as an incumbent.
That's the stupidest thing.
No, you know good and damn well that is not going to happen.
Well, we know that's not going to
Okay.
happen, but
Yeah. Chase,
all the-
I love you. You're lovely lady.
It might-
Always had that
I
push on you,
just
but
point
It might happen as we got closer
what up, Bosco?
I want to
to
point out she is not black. She is half black, half Indian. She is mixed.
Well, Obama was mixed too. It don't really matter.
you
They
could
can
still-
claim to be whatever they want.
Okay, ask the black man. Ask the black man if it matters.
That's racist.
Well, ask the
saying
black.
that.
That's racist, MB.
Well, yeah, he don't seem to be saying no.
Racist, MB, to bring it like that. You don't say it like that.
Why not?
It's fucking racist.
besides, I can only give you my personal opinion on those matters.
All right, but well, I'm curious. What is your personal opinion on that?
Okay, personal opinion.
Yes.
Kamala is not black, never has been black, never will be black. Obama is a black guy that was raised white. Okay, so in my opinion, neither one of them count. but that's just me.
Thank you for your honest opinion. I appreciate it.
And no, Bosco, we're not taking Trudeau. No.
No, hell no, hell to the fuck no. We are not taking a Canuck. Oh my God in heaven.
I'd like to have a Native American. That'd be cool.
I think JD Vance was a good pick for
Horrible.
it. Fuck you.
Horrible.
Why?
Because he's too close to some of the extremes. He doesn't really have that much under his belt.
Neither did Obama.
And to me, it's just it's just creepy looking.
Oh well, sorry.
I would have preferred Vivek over any of them.
Hey,
Vivek, I would have preferred over any of them because the guy has intelligence. He knows he's quick witted. He knows all the facts. He's right on top of shit.
yeah, that's why I think Vivek needs to be in a director position and not a vice president position. I think he's too important for that. I think my wife said this. My wife said, because my wife thinks JD Vance is an excellent pick. She's like Trump, JD Vance, Vivek. So, maybe Trump was planning long term for the party. You guys ever think about that?
No, I'm looking long term. Vivek would have made a hell of a good president.
No, Vivek needs time to pat his belt. He's not going to be able to do what.
4 years as vice president would made him much more qualified than Trump was when he took office.
Okay, but remember Obama. Okay, remember, what was it? Hillary was what? Was she secretary or was she senator at the time?
She was a senator and she was secretary of state both.
Yeah, and she lost to a junior senator of Illinois who'd only been there less than 2 years.
That's because they played identity politics for that one. They preferred to have the male.
I'm very well aware of that. They probably went in there and said, hey, look, we want to get the first black person in office.
You have to remember, Democrats are constantly doing their picks because of race.
Race and sex and gender. Yeah, I know. They don't do anything on merit, and look how that turned out at the assassination attempt. Did you guys, I'm sure you guys know that the detail wasn't all SS, it was also DHS.
That's not even in the stream. We're talking about Biden and stuff. We're not rehashing what's still being investigated over the last week because there's way too many fucking questions over that, and that would be another 3-hour stream just to cover all that crap.
Hey, DJ, my phone's overheating. I'm gonna head out.
All right.
See you, DJ.
See you later, Cinnabon.
Bye.
Alrighty. No, but
I'm actually rather surprised. I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised Biden bowed out.
I'm not.
Really?
No, the fucking donors dried up. They weren't going to give them any more money.
yeah,
The senators and the congressmen are all coming out. the writing was on the wall. It was just how fast was it going to happen?
Yeah, I heard about the $90 million from a super
Oh,
PAC
it was more than 90. It was up to
No,
300
no.
million.
No. I just remember hearing this particular thing that there was like a report, $90 million from a super PAC. They said, we will not give this money if Biden
And like I
is-"
just said, it went well past 90. It was up to 300 million this at the start of this weekend that was being withheld.
Holy shit. Well, yeah, no fuck. Sorry, I can't keep up
So
with everything.
that was the writing right on the wall. You knew it was going to happen. It was just going to be how quick. I actually had it in my head it wasn't going to be till tomorrow that they would have made the announcement.
I was actually wondering if they or Jill, okay, so
I think
I'm
Biden only held out this long this weekend because they had to negotiate certain things that Biden can do and will get for his bowing out.
Oh yeah, there was definitely concessions made.
That's why I say any day after the election is over, no matter who wins, Hunter will get his pardon, blanket pardon for everything, so they won't be able to go after him for anything.
Uh-huh.
That'll be on the table. Because Biden only said he wouldn't pardon because he was running. Well, now that he's out, they're going to wait until after the election so they can't use that against Kamala that he did it. It'll wait till after the election, but it'll guarantee it'll happen.
You sure? Oh yeah, because after the election is November 5th. The transition won't happen till January.
January?
Yeah, he did the party then. Exactly. I gotcha. I see. I know what you're cooking.
It'll be interesting if Joe tries to pardon his son. If there's some kind of move, some kind of political move, the House can make to stop it.
Nope. Pardons are a strict presidential thing, and
Pardons are the president's discretion.
Yeah, a House can't do any kind of vote. The Supreme Court can't do anything about it. That's the one thing a president can do that's untouchable.
Yeah, that's one of the things in the Constitution where that's one of the supreme powers of the executive branch of the president and the executive branch of the executive. Fucking A.
But I can see, this is a slight prediction from me too. Since Joe's not running, be prepared to have 4 more Supreme Court justices just added out of the blue.
I don't think they can get the votes.
They're going to try their damnedest.
I don't think they'll get the votes in the Senate. I just don't see them.
They're going to try their damnedest, though.
Well, I just don't see them getting the 60 votes.
They'll try their damnedest.
Oh yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But
and they'll try every little trick in the book to where they'll say they don't need 60. They'll try to say it's simple majority.
Oh God! If you get rid of, they've
already got rid of most of it. Dealing with the court.
Look what happened when they got rid of the filibuster.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and Trump got how many picks? That's what they're scared of. I'm going to tell you right now, that is what they're terrified of. They are terrified that Trump gets into office, that Alito and Thomas are going to retire, and Trump will put 5 picks on the court. That is what they're fucking scared of the most.
Just saying. I can see him going full scorched earth if it looks like, especially if they
Yeah,
lose the
but
election.
I do. Okay. I remember reading in my history, FDR tried this, and even the Democrats said no. I think at this point, right now, I don't think the optics would work. I just don't see the optic works. I don't see the optic of doing something like that working. I see that going against them. Anyway, we're talking about what are we now? Shit, less than 4 months from the election?
Yeah, less than 4 months.
Okay, we all know our fucking government moves slower than a snail in molasses in January in Alaska. There's no way they can get shit done in 4 months. Yo, somebody else gonna talk, or do I have to keep talking?
No, I'm just scrolling through to see who else I can sit there and highlight that's whining and crying and bringing up the weirdest damn things. I love people are out with their duct tape already covering over Biden, just leaving the Harris so they don't have to get new signs for their yards.
So, do you does anybody think, how do you think this is going to fragment the party? Because I can't imagine this is
We
like
we
I
haven't. It's going to go all to hell as soon as the convention starts. That's why I
yeah,
can't wait.
yeah, but I'm thinking the whole reason for this is there was a talking to, there was a coming to Jesus, and it was like, we got to save the down ballot.
No, all I got to do is make sure you go out there and vote. Make sure everyone goes out and votes. Not going to be a cakewalk. We got to make sure everyone gets out there so it's not even close so they can find ballots in the middle of the night and add them. Got to make it as tough as possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you know what? You know, it's lovely about being me. My ballot area is right across my street.
Well, you don't have far to fall then when you go to do it.
No, I don't have a. Well, I don't have a. You know, fuck it. Hey, fuck you. I fell today, busted my knee like a motherfucker. Now I got my cane out, asshole.
Yeah. Well, you see how I know all and see all?
Oh man, fuck you. It hurts like hell.
I know all and see all, damn it. I'm everywhere.
Oh, Bruce is a motherfucker. But I'm gonna be honest, Age. Once the money and all that shit started drying up and people were starting to go, I was like, oh shit, this could really be happening.
I knew it was going to happen.
Well, I didn't think for a long time it was gonna happen until once I heard the money was drying up, like Mr. Lundell said. That's when I was like, oh, shit balls, Batman.
So Bird, what about this? Thomas Potts says Bird should give Krogans the right to vote.
Bird might have took a nap.
That's okay. He's tired. He needs sleep. He needs his sleep, damn it. That's why he came to this stream, so we could put him to sleep.
So it could bore the shit out of him.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's see. I don't know. Anybody got a final thought before we go? We went long enough on this one. Hey, Hungar, how's it going? I'm getting off here. I got to get some rest. I got to go bartend tomorrow again. I got to go put up the drunks.
oh.
I don't know. Nothing to add. We kind of beat this one to death, you know. Yeah, just waiting to see what chaos looks like at a political.
What would happen if? So you're telling me that if Kamala or even anybody else even takes the reins, Democrats, and they win and blow Trump out of the water, that there's going to be no question?
That ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
But what if it does happen?
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to
What
happen.
if it does happen?
It's not
going to happen.
Are you a goddamn robot?
We're not.
Can you
we're not
input a hypothetical?
No, we're
I'm
not
not
going to
talking-
go
I'm
with
talking
some
to the guy who's answering.
We're not going with some fantasy land hypothetical.
Well, it happened already.
Are
You know, or
working on the
Trump lost the
down-
last time.
They are working on the down ballot. They're trying to save people in down ballot. They
Yeah.
are basically conceding the executive, the presidential election. They're trying to save people down the ballot. Kind of like how Bob Mondale had to do, which Mr. Lundell will remember this. He fucked up so bad that.
You mean Walter?
Yeah,
No.
Fritz.
Yeah, Bob
George?
Mondale.
George?
No, Bob Mondale against Reagan.
The only Mondale I know that went against Reagan was Walter.
Yeah,
Oh,
Walter
mark my
Fritz
words.
Mondale.
Was
If
it
Democrats
Walter?
do
It
win,
was Bob.
I will bring this to a conversation.
No, you're
back
thinking
up.
Bob Dole.
Anyway, it was Mondale.
You're thinking
Mon-
Bob Dole.
No.
Bob
Bob
Dole.
Dole was
Bob
much
Dole.
later, and that was against Clinton. No, I'm talking about
Bob
Mondale.
Dole.
He went against Reagan, and he shot himself in the foot with the raising of taxes thing, and was trying to save people down the ballot. And it was too late for them to replace him, so that's what they're doing right now. So basically, whoever's on the top of the ticket is going to be a sacrificial lamb, in my opinion.
Unless they win. Okay.
And LDG, to hit your hypothetical here.
Yeah.
If a Democrat wins the presidency, this country is fucked and will probably end up in World War III. That's probably what would happen.
I agree with you. I don't see anybody beating Trump right now, but all I'm saying is if the polls come in
Okay.
and then
All right.
you know
I will-
all these
I do
magical
No, I
progress
do want
Trump
to say
makes
something.
it disappeared.
I do want to say something here. The way our voting registration is, based on what I've read and researched, we're about a 33. Yes, it's about 35, I think. Republican, I think 38 Democrat, and maybe 33 independent. But the point of the matter is, just because you are registered that way, does that mean you're going to vote that way? I've been a registered
The thing, here's the key that you got to watch the next few weeks. You know, the Democrats are going to stick with Democrats. You know, the
Yes.
Republicans are going to stick. You got to watch the independent voters. And right now, independent voters do not like Kamala.
Exactly.
They like Trump.
They will
It
pick
doesn't
Trump over
matter
Kamala.
if they like Trump, they don't like Kamala. And right now,
And you don't even have to have the independents coming out to vote for Trump if they don't like him.
Right.
If they hate Kamala worse, they will just sit at home.
okay, here's the problem I've found so many people had. It's like they like this candidate more. Fuck if you like the person. The question is, are they going to be respected on the world stage, and are they going to be feared? Because when one of the reasons I voted for Obama in 2008 was because McCain would be like, my friends, you're not my fucking friend. I need a commander in chief. I need a show of strength.
And yet you voted
Just
for
as
Obama.
simple as that.
And yet you voted for Obama.
McCain would have died in office. Fuck, he did.
Yeah, we would have had Sarah Palin, damn it.
Oh,
No, I'm not a liberal. I'm POTS. I'm a constitutional conservative. I don't vote for a party. I vote based on what I feel is in the best interest.
Oh, wait a minute. He's voting on feelings, folks.
Feelings. Uh oh.
I'm voting on- No, I'm not.
Should
I'm
know by-
voting on-
You should know by now, NB, I'm going to twist whatever I can to make a joke.
I know you will. Asshole. I can't blame you though. I walk into so much bullshit.
And Thomas just wants to point out to you, McCain didn't die until 2018.
McCain died? Oh shit.
Yeah, well, he's still dying.
We don't take you serious, LDG. You have no idea what the hell's going on in the world.
I
No,
know.
I
Yeah.
remember him dying.
Thomas, he died in office just like Feinstein did last. Fuck, what was it?
When Sheila Jackson there, the Texas one, Mr. Londell would know.
What now? Say that again.
That one in Texas just died.
Oh, okay.
Jackson
yeah.
Lee.
Yeah. Sheila Jackson. She had cancer.
Yep.
She had been diagnosed with cancer not too long ago.
Well, was
That-
she
and
still-
that very morning before she died, she was still putting out tweets for Biden.
I enjoyed watching some of I don't remember what that channel is that does all the boring Senate shit. But it was
Truffle shuffle.
But I found it rather sad to watch Dianne Feinstein get just moved around in a wheelchair and just like hearing the person say, just say I. I was like, wow, she just became she's nothing but a show vote.
Well, no, it's rather sad that they keep a lot of these people in office until way past their primes. Like Ruth Bader Ginsburg
Ruth
should
Bader
not have ever stayed in that long.
Well, when you have so I'm gonna tell you this. I looked
And no, I'm gonna tell you this right now. All these liberals are screaming for term limits on the Supreme Court right now.
Yeah.
I add to it. I said, put it on Congress too, and then we'll make a deal.
Yeah,
You want the Supreme Court to have it? Congress gets it too.
that's where
Well,
Either
that's
all of
where
them
the
get it or
term
shut the
limits need
fuck
to
up.
be. That's where
Yeah,
the damn
all
term
of them.
limits need to be. Is on
Hey,
Congress.
Rancor.
hey, here's something that I've said many times. I've done the research on it. 80 of our senators are between the ages of 56 to 90. I can tell you who the oldest senator is. It's Chuck Grassley. Now, it was Dianne Feinstein before she kicked the bucket. Now, that is the same thing with our House of Representatives. So, I'm afraid to say our Congress is a little bit too old and too white.
I got no problem if they want to put term limits on the Supreme Court. No problem whatsoever with that. But they better slap the damn shit on those in Congress and the Senate, the House and the Senate too.
No, you don't need term limits on the Supreme Court. Yes.
No, but if they want to yell and scream about it,
politicians, period.
well,
See,
if they want to scream and holler it for the Supreme Court, they better scream and holler it for the Senate and the House too. They all need it.
Yeah, but let's remember the Supreme Court is a judicial, they're not a political branch.
right.
Yes, but we know it's all political with the Supreme Court these days, no matter how you look at it. No matter how you look at it, somebody's going to claim it's all politics.
Yeah, well, that's somebody, but
I'm being fair and balanced here. I'm being Bill O'Reilly, damn it.
yeah, look
Being
what
fair
happened.
and balanced.
Yeah, well, look
This
what
is the no
happened.
spin zone, damn it, and we're going to be fair about it. If they want it on that, they better add it to all the rest of them.
No, I don't disagree with that. But it'll take a couple of constitutional amendments, or actually just one and combine it together.
Yeah, one constitutional amendment, add it all into one, and let them vote. But you know damn well as good as I, if they try to include the House and the Senate, it'll never get pushed through anywhere because they don't want limits on themselves.
No, they don't, because you got people who've been there for 20, 30 years. Some of them even longer. Shit. I think the only person who... Shit, I wasn't even alive when Biden started the Senate. He was a, what, 30-something-year-old senator? Is that about right, Mr. Lindo?
I guess.
I don't know. Here's what I know, and I'm not going to go through the normal talking points. I'm just going to go through this. Since he's been the president, we've had a bridge collapse because of a fuck up.
Barge?
The Afghanistan withdrawal was worse than
your speech is getting worse there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I tell you what, I'm gonna check out, buddy. Yeah, I can tell my speech is.
Go get some rest. Go prop your leg up. Don't fall over for the rest of the night.
Yeah. No, I know my speech is.
And get the goddamn toaster off the damn refrigerator and cook you some toast.
I don't need a fucking toaster to make toast.
Just use it for once. It's feeling lonely and neglected.
Yeah.
What
Lonely and
is
neglected, damn it.
what has it put out lately?
Toaster lives matter, damn it.
All right, love you
Oh.
guys.
Later.
Fucking shit.
Kronos, I wasn't going to go that far. He wants to make toast while he's taking a bath. Let him.
Yeah.
He's a responsible adult. He can handle it. Jeez. Remember, I'm the idiot that was out there in the middle of 2 tornadoes. Leave me alone. No, we're just going to have to sit back here. This next week is going to be really interesting. Really, really interesting.
We'll see.
I heard a beep and then it was gone. Thomas Potts asks, is LDG putting butter on toast before he puts it in the toaster? I doubt he does that.
No.
Knowing
We got-
LDG, he's probably trying
Yeah.
to fry eggs in the damn toaster.
We got a positive candor here now, though.
Blah.
Hey,
It's
positive.
a fake.
It's a fake. So who's going to run for the Dems now?
It'll be Harris.
Be Harris.
They have to, or they're going to miss out on a shit ton of money.
Hmm. I mean, Michelle Obama would pull in tons of money, wouldn't she?
I'm so fucking tired of people bringing up a damn name. Okay.
They don't want it.
She don't
I
want
I don't think Barry can talk her into it.
it? Okay. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be interesting a couple of weeks again.
We could have Richie Poole. Richie Poole could run.
Yeah. Bird could run, right?
Oh, Bird don't want to run. We could have Kronos run. Kronos, you
Yeah,
want to be
yeah.
president?
Yeah. Kronos
You'd
could
be
do
the
it.
first. You'd be the first YouTube troll to become president. Yeah,
245 delegates. have
we
already
know.
endorsed Harris.
Yeah, it was
So
like South
Stamos.
Carolina, North Carolina, and some other state all said their delegates were going for Harris. It'll be Harris.
Mm. I've been president of the world, says Professor Brainy Specs.
Kronos don't want to walk. Well, you don't have to. FDR didn't have to. We put you in a little wheelchair and roll you around.
Yeah.
That won't stop you.
Yeah.
Just think. Free beer all the time at the White House for you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even have to pay for it. It's all free for you.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have a kegger every night in the White House. Right?
There you go, Kronos. See, we're making the deal for you. He's like, can't make me. See, Kronos is the smartest out of all of us. Can't make me.
Can't make my.
Damn, I went longer than I thought I was going to go. See what happens? And it's all LDG's fault.
How's it my fault?
Whatever he did.
Because
fuck
when
did
I
I
was
do?
getting ready to when I was getting ready to shut down, you had to bring up, well, what if Democrats win?
Oh, well, I mean, saying
Bastard.
I'm gonna
Bastard.
question that.
The only way Democrats win is if you fuck around and let them play fast and loose with ballots, especially that mail-in crap like they did last time. People get up off their asses and go vote. Don't trust anybody but yourself with your ballot.
Right.
And if they start that shit about we gotta stop right now, but no, I don't care if the building's burning down. Keep fucking counting.
Don't leave them in buildings alone. Even if fucking water sprinkler goes off. Make sure you got eyes. Watch what they're doing.
Jill is good for eat. Good for what? To run? For president?
Kronos wants Jill for president. And then we have a tweet from William Shatner, and it's only 4 words long.
No?
How was everyone's weekend?
Yeah. Did Mark Hamill Twitter yet? Saying, "Oh my God, I."
Oh yeah, no, he's all in for Harris.
Okay.
All the ones like Harry Sisson and all that are paid, that they've automatically switched their allegiance right on over to Harris.
Okay.
William Shatner's using big words now.
What's he saying?
Somebody replied to his "How's your weekend?" They said uneventful, and he goes, "Yes, well, I'm sure the life of a repskillion is fairly exciting."
Okay, screen share. This is what they gotta look out for.
Well, Bill officially endorsed Kamala.
Yeah, but Obama hasn't.
And if you remember the Tanya Harding incident, that's what
Yeah,
that's
of course.
from.
Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I'm not even going to go into my thoughts on that whole thing.
Because you know Hillary will go for the kneecap. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if her old decrepit ass is behind the scenes plotting right now. She's probably just as demented as Joe Biden is. But she's ready to make her mark.
Okay. So does Biden finish out, or does Harris replace him? That's the next question.
Now, he'll still be president. He's just not running for re-election anymore.
Yeah, but you don't think they'll force him out? Have her be prez for a little bit?
Kane's out tweeting. Mayor Kane. Of course, his take is if Joe Biden is not fit to run for president, he's not fit to be president now. He needs to resign.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. He should either resign or they should use the 25th Amendment on him, one or the other.
Well, that kind of popped up shortly here on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Shortly, but then it disappeared from the top. Didn't last long.
Okay.
It ain't going to happen anyway because Republicans aren't going to want it to happen. So
Yeah.
they want to keep him in there stumbling and mumbling and bumbling as long as they can.
Well, no, he's just gonna hide away in his basement now for 5 months or however long it is now, till January.
Maybe Obama did get the cabinet to threaten the 25th Amendment.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah. I think he said, hey, if you don't resign.
Well, no. Obama's not going to get the cabinet to do anything with the 25th Amendment right now because he doesn't want Harris. He wants somebody else besides Harris.
Yeah.
And if they do away with Joe right now and automatically put her in as president right now, then that seals the deal with her being the nominee. He don't want that. He wants this to go to an open convention next month.
Or maybe starting this month. Because when's their convention? In the middle of August or so?
Yeah, it's next month.
Yeah, okay. Right after the Olympics or so, probably.
No, it's during the Olympics.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I'm sure how much I know. I thought the Olympics was only like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, but the Olympics goes for a few weeks.
Yeah.
It starts this month. Olympics starts this month. I thought the convention wasn't until like maybe the middle part of August. By that time, the Olympics should be basically over.
Let's see. The Olympics last until the 11th.
Yeah, and the convention is what, the 15th or so? 19th? Something like that. Ain't it? 15th, 19th?
I'm looking.
Olympics
19th through the 22nd. 19th through the 22nd.
Okay, so a week after the Olympics is over. Yeah, otherwise that NBC ain't going to preempt the Olympics for crying out loud after paying $1 zillion for it or whatever.
Well, they might not want
to. Olympics is in Paris. Is that a Muslim country? Is France
they may
Muslim?
not. I don't know, but I'm not going into any of that because that's just a whole can of worms. But NBC may not want to sit there and broadcast the DNC if Chicago gets lit on fire because of all the protesters. They're going to have a hard time going out there with a straight face and saying it's peaceful protesters again.
Well, the Antifa, their group is going to be out there as usual.
I think the Babylon Bee summed it up today. I really do. Joe Biden drops out of the presidential race. I think that sums it up right there, folks.
Yeah. So what are they going to do for him? Build him a special library in Delaware? Build a crack house for Hunter?
Who knows?
Don't be scared, says Poe.
I know. Po. All right. Now I can finally wrap this up. It's been 2 hours now. Gotta get some sleep, damn it. I got a bartend tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta hit the shack myself. Appreciate it, Didge.
Yeah.
Were you bartending some pigs?
Make it easy.
Real bar. Anyway. Anybody else got anything they want to promote before we get the fuck out of here?
Nope.
Not at the moment, no, sir.
All right.
Have fun.
Well,
Hope you had a good weekend. Later, everybody.
Then here's
Later.
something we haven't seen for a while.
Am I fired again? Yeah, you're fucking absolutely fired. All your promotions are redacted. Like, dude, why would you have to fuck yourself like that? Why? you're clipping all this shit, aren't you? You're gonna have a fucking montage of all the times I said you were right, said you were wrong, said you were fired, said you were rehired, said you were promoted during this live. You're gonna have them all and play them on your channel, aren't you? Well, you've absolutely been fired again because you're an asshole. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, go on, get the hell out of here.